How to make gizzard stew. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make chicken gizzard stew. Simple chicken gizzard stew. I'm going to show you how to clean your gizzard, how to season your gizzard, and how to cook egg. So I'm going to show you how to make this spicy, delicious, yummy, easy recipe on how to prepare gizzard stew. So, and this gizzard sauce is very delicious and it's very easy to make. If you're interested, let's dive along. Welcome to my channel. My name is Olayemi and welcome to Olayemi Cooking. So in today's video, we are making gizzard. So we are using a fresh chicken gizzard to make this gizzard sauce. This gizzard has already been washed off camera, but I'm going to show you how I clean my gizzard. So in a pot, I'm going to transfer my washed gizzard into the pot. Then we start parboiling this. We are not going to cook it, we're just going to parboil it for some minutes. So I'll go ahead and add some pinch of salt, then just to clean it or marinate it. You know, gizzard, if you say gizzard how it looks for after removing it from the chicken, you know you need to do this step. So I'm going to add some water. I'm going to mix the gizzard with the salt, just a pinch of salt. Don't over add salt, just a pinch, just to clean it up then before we start cooking. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a cup of water just to parboil it. As I said, I'm parboiling the gizzard before we start cooking it properly. In a stove top, I'm going to cook this for a minute, just allow it to boil. Then I'll go ahead and cover it, just allow it to boil, not cook but just boil. So until you start seeing those black bubbles, that is what I really need. So you can see the water is hot and we have started seeing those black bubbles. So I'll just remove it from the stove top, then we'll go to the sink and go and wash our gizzard. So this is it, this is how it looks. So you can see it's not well cooked, so I'm just going to remove it. Then we just go straight to the sink and wash this. So I like washing this until everything is well clean. So sometimes I wash it up to 4 to 5 times. So that is how I do. So this is the last wash. I'm going to rinse it for the last time. So now let's go ahead and season our chicken gizzard. As you can see, the gizzard is not cooked, it's just parboiled. You can see it's still perfectly raw but not cooked. So let me show you how it is, how it looks, so you know it's not yet cooked. So it's not cooked at all, it's still much raw gizzard, chicken gizzard. So I'll just show you the ingredients I'm going to use to season my chicken gizzard. So I'll be using seasoning thyme. So I'm using 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 cube of chicken stock, then curry and sliced onions and bay leaf. This bay leaf is optional, you can skip it, but I just want to give it more flavor, and some salt just to give it a nice taste. So I'll start seasoning it. I'll add my dry thyme leaf, then I'll add my seasoning just to sweet it the taste, and I'll go ahead and add my sliced onions, my chopped onions. Then I'll add my bay leaf, then curry powder. As I said, the bay leaf is optional. My curry powder, then some salt to sweet the taste. I just add some pinch of salt. You remember we already add some pinch of salt to season it, to parboil it. So don't over add salt, just little salt is perfect for it. So I'm going to go ahead and add 2 cups of water to cook our chicken gizzard. You can add more if you want it to be more soft. As time goes on, I can also come back and check it and add some water. It all depends if it's not well cooked to my taste, but please cook your gizzard very well. So these are the fresh ingredients I'm going to use to prepare my sauce. You can use frozen vegetables too. So I'm using 6 to 7 habaneros. I like my food really spicy, so especially this kind of sauce, I like it spicy. I'll be using 3 habaneros, 3 fresh habaneros. Then I'll be using some red bell pepper as well. So you can use frozen red pepper and you can use fresh red bell pepper. So I'll be using 2 red bell pepper. Anyone you have available is perfectly fine. So I'll also be using some egg. You can increase the size of your eggs, but I'll be using 5 eggs, and I'll be using a red onions, 1 red onions. So let's clean and let's blend. I'll be using food processor to blend this because I don't want liquid. I want everything to be fresh and not too smooth. And also I just want the a fresh juice in the tomatoes and the vegetable to still remain. So I'm not adding extra water. So this is what I will be using to blend my tomatoes paste. So I don't want it to be too smooth. So I just want to still be feeling that a slice of fresh tomatoes and my vegetables. So I'll go ahead and add some pinch of salt into this water. I want to cook my egg. I want to parboil my egg. I want to cook it until it's well cooked for our sauce. So I'll just go ahead and add my egg into it. This water is not on the stove top yet. It's still as cold as room temperature. So I'll just go ahead and add it, then I'll put it on the stove top to cook this for 15 minutes and my egg will be ready. So this is the outcome of my tomato paste. You can see it's not smooth, but it's perfect. So in a pan, I already add some cooking oil. My chicken gizzard is ready, so I'll just go ahead and fry it. You can decide to cut it smaller. You can decide to leave it big as it looks. So I already fried it. I don't want it to be too dry. I don't want it to still look boiled, but I just fry it to give the oil that flavor of chicken gizzard. If you are still watching my video, please hit the like button. If you are new to my channel and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to support me and to encourage me to do more of this sauce. So I'll just go ahead and remove my chicken gizzard from the oil. Then we'll put it in kitchen paper towel to extract the oil. So then we'll proceed with the other step of our chicken gizzard stew. Please drop down a comment about this recipe. What do you think about this recipe? If you want more of chicken gizzard, there are so many recipes that I can make with chicken gizzard. Please write it in the comment section if you want me to make more. So I'll go ahead and add my chopped onions. I don't want it to be too small. I want this big onions to still remain in my sauce, so you can see how it looks. So I'll just give it a quick stir. I don't want it to be too fried, but I want that flavor of the onions to mix with my oil. So you can use any vegetable oil of your choice. You can use corn oil, you can use vegetable, you can use any oil of your choice, but I don't want any flavor oil. I don't want any oil that have aroma. So I'll go ahead and add my tomato paste, my fresh tomato paste into my fried onions, my stirred onions. So we allow this to fry. We allow this to cook until everything is well dry. Please, if you are yet to like my video, please like my video to encourage me to do more. And please remember to share this video with your friends and your loved one. So we'll allow this to cook until everything is well dry. You can see there's still some fresh water of the tomatoes paste. So we'll allow this to cook until it's well dry. So I'll cover it now and allow it to cook until we see the oil on the surface, the vegetable oil on the surface. So this is the outcome after 30 minutes. You can see everything is well dry, but please remember to cook this in the medium heat, not high heat, but medium, so it will not get burned. So I'll just give it a quick minute. You can see everything is well dry. So we'll go ahead and add our fried chicken gizzard that was put aside earlier. So add it into the sauce. We allow everything to marinate with the sauce. So I'll go ahead and let everything sink with the sauce and everything well combined. Please, as I said, remember to share my video and please like this video. It encouraged me to do more of this recipe. My family really enjoy eating this recipe. So I'll go ahead and add my chicken gizzard sauce stock into it, just to let everything to be well cooperated and well mixed. This flavor, everything tastes really good and is going to give you a fine and unique taste. If you have not tried this, try this recipe and let me know what you think about it in the comment section. At this stage, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my peeled egg. I already parboiled it. I showed you I parboiled it. So I'm going to dip it into the oil, this sauce, so everything will be well mixed and well cooked together. But at this time, we are not going to overcook our sauce. We will just reduce the flame from medium to low. Not so, I don't want it to be too cooked, and I want everything to be well combined with it. I'll go ahead and add some pinch of salt. At this time, you can taste for the flavor. I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoning. If you have some blended crayfish, you can go ahead and add it, but I don't have it in at home, so I skip that part. So you can add that. If you add that as well, it tastes really good. This is a how I prepare my chicken gizzard, and you can also prepare. There are more of local sauce that are coming. There are more of local Nigeria sauce that are coming. If you are interested in that, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you get notification of you get updates when I upload a new video on my channel. So we are just going to allow this to cook and simmer for about 2 minutes. Then we just remove from the stove top. Please don't overcook it at this time. Just reduce the flame to medium. So I want everything to be well soaked with the oil, well soaked with the sauce. So that is the reason I'm cooking it in a low flame. You can see it's not over boiling. Just allow the flame of the cooker to just steam what is remaining to cook. Everything left to prepare the sauce is less than a minute. To remove it from the stove top is less than a minute. So our sauce is almost ready. You can taste for the seasoning, you can taste for the salt at this moment. Then if you are not satisfied, you just add more pinch to it. So our gizzard stew is ready. Our chicken gizzard sauce is ready. So I already dish it in a bowl. You can eat this chicken gizzard stew with rice. You can eat it with parboiled yam. You can eat it with parboiled potatoes, and you can also eat it with parboiled plantain. There are so many things you can eat this with, and you can decide to eat it as simple as it looks. It tastes really delicious. It tastes yummy, and it tastes a little bit spicy. If you don't like spicy food, you can reduce the habanero to your tolerance, but I like spicy food, so it's a little bit spicy the way I love it. So this recipe is very delicious. Thanks so much for watching my chicken gizzard recipe. Please, if you want more of chicken gizzard recipe, let me know in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel to encourage me to do more of delicious recipe. Hope to see you all in my next video. Please be safe and tell me what you want to see more on my channel, and thank you so much for your support, all my returning viewers and subscribers.